Hi there everyone, Musical Aviator here. This is a truck, Euro Truck Simulator 2, and today I'll be picking up a job. It's my own truck. We're in Felixstowe and we're going to take this job here, an express job with large cargo. We've got some diggers, two of them, going from Felixstowe to Calais. They need to be there between 12 and 1 p.m. 1:30 p.m. So I'm going to set that as a GPS destination, clamber on board my truck, and let's go. Probably noticed a few things right off the bat. One of them being is I'm sitting in the right hand seat of my truck, that is to say the right seat, aka the correct seat, and I'm driving on a different side of the road that some of you might drive on. Also, this is a seaport, not too bad. So obviously Felixstowe in Great Britain, England. Time is 6:30 a.m. It's a bit of morning traffic happening there. Get after this white guy. Nope. Yeah, we'll wait for that blue car. Here we are. So we want that job, it's still available. Attaching the trailer. Let's confirm that's attached. Yep. Alright, we're out of here. We have to go to Calais, and we need to do it as quick as possible. It's about a 5-hour trip. That includes a boat journey. So we're going down to Dover to cross on the sea ferry. Let's talk about my setup. Right, I'm driving this truck. It's in an automatic mode because I don't actually have gear shifts or an accelerator pedal or a brake pedal. What I am driving it with is a left-handed joystick, which I use for most of my flying, and a throttle. I'm actually using the joystick for the whole thing because the throttle doesn't actually work properly with this game. So I push the stick forward to go forwards, and I pull the stick back to put the brakes on. There's a gear change button that you press to go forwards, neutral or back, reverse. Now you can see there that there's a speed limit. I'm going to pull back, well, not push forward as far on the stick, and that'll keep us from accelerating into the breaking the speed limit kind of area of things. You can see on the left hand side on the lower part of the screen there's a GPS. Just above the GPS it'll show you how fast I'm going, 31 miles per hour. What gear I'm in, which is D10 at this stage. There's also a little picture of a truck which is entirely grey, and as you accumulate damage by crashing into things that'll build up to fully red. I've never got it up to fully red. I've had a little bit of damage every once in a while, but nothing too big. You can take it into a repair shop. Obviously not while carrying a big trailer like I am now. And of course repairing damage costs money. Okay, we're taking the next left turn. You also have the compression braking, which I'm using now. There we go. Move that into traction again. And we just continue driving along. Obviously we're now on the highway. Services in 200 yards. You can pick up fuel from them. As it happens, I think I've got enough fuel, so I'm just going to drive straight through. As I said, this truck is kind of an automatic truck. Not sure if such things exist in the real world. Wish they did. Maybe they do. Maybe I just don't know my trucks. Which is quite likely, because I don't know much about trucks. Basically, they're a very large car that's pulling a big trailer. That's how I'm treating it. A large, slow car. We're not going to Harwick. We're going to Dover. There is a ferry that leaves Harwick, but that goes off to Rotterdam or something like that in the Netherlands. Anyway, you've probably noticed that nearly an hour has passed. What you're saying? That's only been 15 minutes. Yeah, well, time is compressed in this world, and so too is distance. So, although we have, I don't know how many miles left to go, 160 miles left to go, there it is. So even though we have 160 to go, sorry I nearly cut that guy off, the 160 miles don't look like 160 miles. So it's not like Flight Sim where 1 mile equals 1 mile. It's kind of a compressed world. Just going to chuck in a little bit of that. You see there we passed a speed camera, well, speeding a little bit, but it didn't catch us. So driving along at the moment, left-hand side of the road, which is correct for Great Britain. Once we get into Calais, things get a little bit opposite. Still, I'll be in this same truck. This is so-called my truck, which I purchased, and the bank makes me pay a certain amount of money every about midday every day. That will disappear from my bank account. You can see the bank account there with £186,973. Dover's coming up, so we need to change lanes. Do it one at a time. Let that guy go through. These ones are always fun. You have to figure out how fast can you go without tipping over, but without really slowing down. Of course, as you come up the hill, you are forced to slow down anyway by gravity. If you just take a look on the left-hand mirror there, that direction, the one that's fixed on the screen, you can see that white line. If I just pull over a little bit and put my wheel on that white line, you will notice an odd little noise. There it is, the old ripple strip. There's another speed camera. Now that I've passed the speed camera, I'm happy to speed. Just kidding. Next one's Dover. Now I was saying about this world being compressed, so it's 8:41 already, it's been 2 hours. So time compressed and space compressed. Now given that it's space compressed, I'm not sure what they've done with the scenery. Did they make it realistic but like make everything smaller? Because the road width is certainly looking about the same as a real one. I do notice quite a few curves and not very many straight bits. Maybe they took all the straight bits out of the road, so I'm not sure what they did. But nevertheless, when you do a trip that's 105 miles or something like that, you're certainly not having to cover all of that distance as you would in real life. So an hour is about 15 minutes. I'd imagine the world is about a quarter the size of the real one. Maybe even smaller. Now, as a flight sim kid that has never done a time compression ever, okay, I did it a couple of times, but usually not. Usually I'll be online one time, flying real speeds at the real time it takes. It's a bit of a novel concept, having a small world and also cutting that car off. Haha. More services, it looks like we're okay for fuel. You'll see a little picture of a bed there, and at the moment the posts of the bed, the bottom of the bed, is blue while the rest of it is grey. And that will slowly fill up as the driver gets more tired. Once it reaches to the top, the bed will turn red and he'll start yawning, and given an hour or so he'll start drifting off to sleep. You'll see the screen start to go black, and at some point he'll be snoozing. You'll get the word snoozing on the screen. It'll only happen for a couple of seconds, but during those couple of seconds you can't touch the controls, you can't manipulate the steering or braking or acceleration. And then eventually, like after 5 seconds, he'll wake up again, and then you'll probably have crashed somewhere. I've done it. Anyway, it's a good idea not to get so tired that you fall asleep. And we're coming off on the next left. Yeah. Come on, make your mind up. Let's go. There looks like a radio broadcast tower of some sort. Yeah, these trucks aren't particularly great at going up hills. Time to start thinking about graduating the speed there. Yeah, let's stick it at 50. Even less. English Channel, just off to our left. lots of traffic coming the other way. You are actually steering this yourself. It's possible to do with the WASD keys, but that's rather ugly looking. Of course, it accelerates a lot more down the hill. And yes, the truck will roll if you try to turn too fast. And I don't want my nice red paint to be rolled in the grass. Let's pop over back into the slow lane. .30. Slowing it down back in the speed limit. There's the ferry. That's where we are going. To France. We'll be off on the next left. And so we're here in Calais. Now you do drive in France. You do have to remember, other side of the road, kilometers per hour. Of course we're in a truck, still in the right-hand drive and in miles per hour. Our truck didn't change, just down country. So got some French on the radio. And we're off.
Et juste avant, c'était un trio de folklore mexicain avec un violon qui sonnait carrément.
So this, of course, being the up ramp now.
Un violon qui semblait mal accordé alors qu'il s'agit de musique traditionnelle de la région de Huasteca. Et c'était justement le trio Alegria Huasteca, la malingue magique. L'enquête parlementaire sur la carrière doit décider ce mercredi si elle rend Jean-Marc Reynaud, le ministre soupçonné d'avoir participé à une réunion en janvier, réunion autour du compte caché de
Yes, trying to get up this hill will be an issue. There we go. And of course here we have to remember that 50 is not miles per hour, that's kilometers per hour. So about 25 is the limit. And the slow lane is of course on the curb, which in this case is on the right, nearest to the driver. Cool.
ont présenté ce mardi soir leur nouveau-né aux médias, ainsi que très nombreux curieux rassemblés devant la maternité Sainte-Marie à Londres. Un tout jeune garçon dont le prénom n'est toujours pas connu, ses parents n'ont pas encore choisi. Commentaire de son père William, c'est un beau bébé, il est déjà plus de cheveux que moi. Et la maternité direction le palais de Kensington, sans croire tiré ce mardi à Londres pour saluer le bébé royal né lundi. 100 personnes se trouvent pour l'instant au large du jardin d'Indonésie. L'embarcation à naufrage a transporté 170 migrants. Les passagers originaires du Sri Lanka et d'Iran qui se trouvaient en Australie sont toujours sur place. Une grenade a été lancée cette nuit dans un commissariat égyptien au nord du Caire. 8 policiers.
Okay, next off to the right. Next off to the left.
Certains ont marché plus d'une heure pour rejoindre la plage de Copacabana, 1 million de centre participe toute la semaine au principal parmi eux 5 000 Français. L'opposition syrienne vient demander de l'aide à la France. Le chef de la coalition nationale syrienne, Rajab est en visite à Paris.
Nearly there.
Diplomatique militaire, militaire de la France. C'est une conséquence inattendue de l'ouragan Sandy touché la côte est des États-Unis. Il y a 9 mois, le New Jersey enregistre un nouvel boom, 500 naissances sur un CO2 de 371 l'an dernier. Avec les coupures de télévision et une sorte d'instinct primitif de préservation de l'espèce. La météo cette alerte orange aux orages sur une partie est du pays à valable jusqu'à 16h. Le vent du soleil au bord de la Méditerranée.
And here we are at our destination. And we'll swing around into there. So I hope you've enjoyed this little trip from Felixstowe to Calais. See you around.